Andrew Swagovsky, at just 1 day old, Samuel received a life-saving transplant. His story coming ahead and the importance of donating organs. That's later on the news hour.
Medical Watch and the extraordinary impact of organ donation.
This is National Organ and Tissue Donation Awareness Week, and across our country there are almost 4,200 people waiting for organ transplants.
And 371 of those people are right here in the Capital Health region. And it's not just for organ donations. Thanks to surgical advances, tissue donations are saving lives too.
We're grateful today to have a few of those participants here with us this morning.
He's a busy little 1-year-old, and he's come a long way. This time last year, Samuel Bentley was in intensive care, recovering from open heart surgery.
I can't imagine being in the position of not having him. And if people don't donate their organs and their tissues, then they would be in a situation that we blessedly don't have to be in.
Would you like to come up to the podium?
Donated their son's organs after the 11-year-old died of a brain aneurysm.
All right, take a look at these photographs of some robins.
Dallas Rimet got a new liver 9 years ago.
I was on life support, and they said I had 4 hours left to live, and luckily a liver came in for
donors and donations from outside the region. But that's not enough. 31 people died on organ transplant waiting lists.
We still have approximately 30 to 50% of people that don't consent on behalf of their families to donate organs when they're in that tragic episode where people are brain dead.
The discussion most commonly comes during end-of-life care, but Cindy Siddons is proof that's not
her gift. Complications during a kidney.
Anonymously to whoever needed it.
I knew that there was somebody out there who needed it a whole lot more than I did.
She saved the life of someone she doesn't know, just like someone else did for Samuel.
It's mind-boggling to think about, another family had to lose their...
But the Bentley family was all signed up. Mike works in the transplant section at Capital Health. A year ago, his son valve at just 1 day old.
It's like, it might...
Made a stop at the legislature this morning. It was met by the Premier and students from Victoria School. And the relay started last October to bring people from across Canada together to promote the cause.
It is a movement that encompasses all of Canada, resulting in awareness and action on the critical shortage of organ and tissue donations in our country.
What the kids are doing here today are terrific. They're ambassadors for Edmonton, and they're bringing this important message to everybody.
And in this weather, no doubt, the students then took the torch from the legislature back to Victoria School. But we have heard
sign their donor card. Well, meet Dallas and meet little Samuel.
I make sure that when I talk to people about him, when they ask questions about him, I do tell them that he received a donor valve.
Interesting stat here for you. There are more than 500 Albertans currently waiting for a transplant. Well, some students are doing their part, trying to raise awareness. They're taking part in a cross-country relay to get your attention focused on organ donation.
I want to inspire everyone in Edmonton to become an organ donor.
Premier Ed Stelmach helped kick off the Edmonton leg of the Torch of Life relay. He handed off the torch to students from Victoria School. Now, the relay started in St. John's, Newfoundland in October. Organizers hope to open Canadians' eyes to the growing need for organs.
Thinking seriously about using the opt-out system where everybody's already registered unless you opt out. And we've been encouraging that for 7-8 years now. It's working successfully in 20 other countries, and they're leading the world in organ donations.
I mentioned earlier the 500 Albertans waiting for their miracle. Nationwide number, 4,000. That's 4,000 Canadians in need of an organ transplant. Still ahead on your city, she is a younger man.
It's a message to grandkids everywhere that while you're refining your gaming skills, so's Grandma.
Oh, there's lots of things new that we learn as seniors, you know. It's a whole new ball game.
Global News.
And a mean left hook. Seniors can drop in for a game of Wii at the North Cape Lions Seniors Recreation Center every Friday morning from 9 to noon. For more information, you can call 496-7355. Well, the importance of organ donations is being discussed in our city today, and it was being delivered by many younger Albertans who want to see an increase in the number of lives being saved. Stay with us. Thousands of Canadians are in desperate need of an organ donation. There is a critical shortage, but students across the country are trying to change that. Today, they took their message to the steps of the legislature.
It is a message of hope, and it's how every individual has the potential to save lives.
Students from Victoria High School passed the torch of life to our Premier today to mark the start of National Organ and Tissue Donation Awareness Week. The relay started on the East Coast in St. John's and will end in Nunavut in June. Students are calling on you to become an organ donor. Kendra Sogoski tells us why.
Samuel Bentley just turned 1. Like most babies his age, he's testing his parents' patience.
He is a normal kid. I mean, you wouldn't know. I mean, he's into stuff. He's in the biting and hitting stage. He's going through all the normal baby stuff.
But Samuel has already gone through more than most of us can imagine. Born with a heart defect at just 1 day old, he underwent heart surgery and received a new valve.
There wasn't a little scar on his chest. A lot of times you forget.
But Samuel's parents will never forget the generosity of strangers.
It's unthinkable, and it just makes you feel so grateful to that family.
We owe his life to someone else who had a child that died, and they decided to make the choice, through all their grief and pain, to help someone else. And
that's why doctors and donor recipients are stressing the importance of signing your license to become an organ and tissue donor and telling family about your wishes. Over the past year, at least 31 Albertans have died waiting for an organ.
We only had 29 organ donors this year. Those don't include living-related donors, which does not match the demand for organs.
Just one organ and tissue donor can help up to 80 people. Cindy Siddons is a donor. She made the decision in just 24 hours.
My doctor kind of talked me out of it. Everybody's kind of like, why do you want to do this? And to me, I just knew it was the right thing to do.
2 years ago, Cindy went in for a kidney stone operation. That's when she decided to give up one of her kidneys.
It's fulfilled my life. It's really gave it meaning, and that's the best thing.
The best thing for the Bentleys is an active, healthy little boy.
You're not allowed to know who the donor families are, so we don't even know who to thank. All we do is thank everyone.
Kendra Slogoski, Global News.
Samuel's father, Mike, also happens to manage the organ and tissue program for Capital Health. Right now, 560 Albertans are waiting for transplants. New research confirms that an active lifestyle can help cancer survivors stay